Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Distinguished listeners and viewers of this new program, The Light of Islam. The Light of Islam is a program, it's an English version of our annual Ramadan program, Hasken Muslimci, which we invite scholars to discuss about issues that are concerning with our Ramadan fast. Today, inshallah, we are with one of our great international scholars, in person of Sheik Muhammad bin Uthman. Sheik, we are highly welcome.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
There are some questions that are related or that concern Ramadan fast. Question number 1 says, what is the etymological background of the word Ramadan?
Well, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, wa sallallahu wa sallam wa baraka ala nabiyyina wa habibina wa azimina wa qaidina Muhammad ibn Abdullah as-Sadiq al-Amin. وعلى آله وصحابته الغر الميامين وعلى كل من سار على منواله واقتفى آثاره بإحسان إلى يوم القرار والخلود والثبات والدين. أما بعد, straight ahead, the etymological origin of the words Ramadan is taken from Ramad. That is the etymology of the words, because we are asking of the original configuration, the terminological basis of the word Ramadan. That is etymology. So the word Ramadan is taken from Ramida. It's from 3-lettered root word. Fi'ilun thulathi mujarrad Ramida. Min fariha. Okay, yarmadu, yaf'alu. That is Ramida. And it simply means intense heat. Something highly heated or scorching heat, because the month Ramadan used to come amongst the Arab when the sun was ferociously heated. So from that origin the name is taken. One sha'ir says in this connection, al-mustajiru bi'amrin inda kurbatihi kal-mustajiri min al-ramda'i bin nari. Look at how it, somebody trying to look for assistance from Al-Amru, just like somebody looking for an escape from fire, holding a highly heated stone. So you can see the origin is from Ramida. That is why in a hadith, Salatul Duha is done either Ramid al-Fisal, when the she, the she camel gives gesture on account of the heat that is beating it. So simply put it, the word Ramadan is taken from something heated. That is the etymological origin of the word Ramadan. Wallahu alam.
The next question says, what are the benefits of fasting Ramadan?
Well, the benefits of fasting, not only Ramadan, generally, because Ramadan is an added value. Fasting generally has benefits multidimensionally in a lot of ways. Health-wise, somebody lists about 10 benefits of fasting. 10. Okay? In terms of health, there are health-based benefits derivable from fasting. I cannot give you all of them here, but among those things I have memorized, he says fasting helps in detoxification. The toxins that are in your body that are inimical, that are enemies of your healthy ways, fasting comes to detoxificate you. So fasting removes the toxins. That is benefit. Number 2, it conditions your eating system. Yeah, because the more you eat incessantly, the clearer the chances of being in a trouble. That is why if you regulate your eating manner, there are chances of boosting your immunity, definitely. So fasting has that capacity. Number 3, what I can recall, fasting comes to allow the digestive system to be in an arrest, because the more the system of digestion keeps on working, you have to have a rest. So fasting gives the digestive organ a chance of taking a rest, which is very important. Even if you sleep, you wake up, you become rejuvenated. So that is also counted as very, very important in terms of fasting. Similarly, fasting helps in checking the blood sugar, in the body, because more often than not, a lot of reasons having to do with eating are connected with the susceptibility of catching this menace called diabetes. May Allah cure all of the ummah from this trouble. So fasting is there to do that. Fasting as well, subhanallah, makes your mental faculty more functional. Because if you eat, you are likely to sleep. The Arab is saying, إِذَا امْتَلَأَ الْبَطْنُ نَمَ الْفِكْرِ. إِذَا امْتَلَأَ الْبَطْنُ إيش نَمَ الْفِكْرِ. When the intestine is filled up, you just go down and sleep, thereby making your mental faculty, mental agility retarded. So fasting is there to check these excesses. That is concerning fasting generally. But concerning fasting of Ramadan, there is added value. It is a fasting in the months in which the Quran was revealed. Allah says in Quran Surah number 2, 184, 85 down, He says, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصم. The month of Ramadan, it is in which the Quran was revealed. So you can see fasting in the months of revelation has an added value to what I call ordinary values you have mentioned. This is the month of Quran, the month of revelation, the month of spending, the month of self-denial, the month of self-abnegation, the month of correcting social ways of the believing people. It is the month in which, subhanAllah, people go for Umrah. And fasting in the month of Ramadan is like doing Hajj with the Prophet himself, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So there are a lot of benefits there for the Muslims fasting. Amongst these, you see, we break our fasting almost simultaneously. I mean that according to the geography, Makio, because the Nigerian geography is not American or British or Saudi, but in a one geopolitical entity like Nigeria, usually in Kano, for example, we break our fast simultaneously. That is an important factor in unifying the Ummah, in putting the Ummah on same footing, taking fasting at the same time, breaking at the same time. That is an important benefit. The Quran is read more constantly, more frequently in the month of Ramadan than in other months. What about the itikaf? The ibadah of retiring or seclusion. Okay, what about the ibadah of giving zakat al-fitr? These are associated with this. What about the culture of tafsir all over the world, the household that I know, and also beyond? So really, fasting has a lot to offer for us. So we have to be prepared, we have to be engineered, we have to be motivated in welcoming this august guest that keeps on coming on an annual basis. Hope that answers your question.
What are the conditions obligating fasting?
Of what?
Obligating fasting.
The conditions that obligate fastings, number one has to be Muslim. Because we cannot imagine a non-Muslim fasting. What business has he gotten to do that? It's not his business anyway. The condition for accepting your act is Iman. Allah says in chapter number 20, وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِنَ الصَّالِحَاتِ وَهُوَ مُؤْمِنٌ. Look at it. فَلَا يَخَافُ بَخْسًا أَخَذْمٌ وَلَا ظُلْمًا. So those who believe, those who act righteously with Iman, they shouldn't fear any kind of wrongdoing. Okay? فَلَا يَخَافُ خَدْمٌ وَلَا ظُلْمًا. There wouldn't be had, there wouldn't be dhulm. Hadm is your deed are taken away from you. Good deeds. That is al-hadm. Dhulma What you didn't do is put into your account so that you're held accountable for that. That is dhulm. So if anybody believes and act in a good manner, he shouldn't fear hadman wala dhulma. So for somebody to fast, the condition that obligates it on somebody has to be a believer. That's number one. Number two, he has to be of the age. By this I mean the age of puberty, the age of responsibility, the age of accountability, the age of answerability, if you like it. That is, somebody has to reach the age at which he will be accountable for Allah. That is maturity or bulugh. That is the second condition. Number three, well, he has to be healthy. If he is challenged health-wise, then he cannot fast. He should allow the time until when he is free from this ailment or malady, okay, before he fasts. Allah says, فَمَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ فَعِدَّةٌ مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرٍ. Whoever is on a journey or he is sick, so you can see sickness cannot, make someone not have fast, not obligatory on him until he is free from the sickness. If somebody is on a journey, because Allah suffering, some scholars are saying the suffer that will allow you not to fast is if it is a legal one. If it is illegal, that does not exonerate you, does not exclude you. For example, somebody is traveling from Kano to watch football match in Lagos, for example. Is it a fasting? They are saying no. You look at Dalalat al-Iqtida according to ulama. Allah says, فَمَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ. Safar nakira, wa nakira fi siyaqi shart fi al-umum. So they are saying any journey. But the Maliki says no. There is what is called sadd al-zara'i. Somebody to be blocked from committing bad things, he shouldn't go. But we feel if somebody is a Muslim, he believes his journey is an act of disobedience to Allah, he goes, he's fasting, he should break the fast. But the record of his misdeed are also there, kept waiting for him. So these are some of the conditions obligating fasting on somebody as a Muslim, like I've told you. There are some conditions like a lady that is observing menstrual cycle, al-hayd, okay, cannot fast, but she has to repeat the missed days. Similarly, a woman that is, observing confinement blood, and nifas, confinement, she too cannot fast, among other conditions that have to be there before fasting, before obligatory. Of course, you can talk of it's not obligatory until the moon is sighted. Yeah, wallahu alam.
What are the pillars of fasting?
The pillars of fasting, number one, first I have to define fasting. You didn't ask me that one.
Yes.
Fasting is the abstinence from eating, drinking, sexual intercourse, foul and obscene utterances from the dawn to the sunset with the intention of worshiping Allah. 7 conditions have to be there. There are 7 conditions. الصيام هو الإمساك عن الأكل والشرب والجماع والحذيان من طلوع الفجر إلى غروب الشمس بنية العبادة تعبدا. These conditions have to be there. Any one of these conditions is lacking, the fasting is rendered invalidated. Okay, so in the light of this scholastic definition, you'll be able to understand what are the conditions. The conditions, there should be intention. You are intending, because al-umuru bimaqasidiha, innama al-amalu binniyat. You have to intend. When Ramadan, the moon is sighted, you know, psychologically, emotionally, thinking system, you're going to fast. That is intention. Intention is not to say, Allahumma inni nawaitu an asuma sama Ramadan salasin. Who else is kind of things? This is kind of a blah blah. That's not basis. The intention is what you have in mind. The ulama are saying, an-niyatu mahalluha al-qalb wa talaffudhu biha bid'ah. Don't say it. That is condition number. Number 2, it has to be from the dusk. D-U-S-K. From the dawn. This is a condition. To the sunset. The third condition. And number 3, you have to keep away from obscene utterances, lying, character assassination, idle talk, backbiting, dehumanizing people unnecessarily. Because if you don't keep up from this, your fasting is null and void. من لم يدع الزور وقول زور العمل به فليس لله حاجة فأنت تتمشى. If someone does not keep away from lying, Allah doesn't need him to leave his eating and drinking. That is the condition. And it has to be with the intent of serving Allah the Almighty. These are some of the conditions. Of course, somebody may tell you, somebody has to be mentally sound. That is rukun. It's not shart. And there is difference between الركن والشرط. شرط أن تكون يعني صحيحا معافا عقلا وجسما وفكرة. If somebody is mentally challenged, he is insane, he can't fast. Yeah. Wallahu alam wa bihi tawfiq.
Next question says, what are the things allowed in fasting?
Well, you are allowed to chew your stick. تتسوق لا بأس به. Similarly, you can use perfume. تتطيب, perfume. You can take your shower even you can enter your, jacuzzi, whatever, you take your bath. You can swim. It is also allowed fasting to, if you feel that your mouth is so dried, you just to gaggle or to giggle, but be careful. I don't support that idea, because in the process it may go down the drain. You can see even during ablution, the ulama are saying ولا يبالغ الصائم في المضمضة والاستنشاق. يعني المبالغة 3 مرات. They are saying ولا يبالغ الصائم. If you're fasting, do not do madmada 3 times, because that can allow the water to go down. If in ablution, this is the judgment. What about not in ablution? So you are allowed to do this. You are also allowed in fasting to, like I have told you, to take bath, to use perfume, to also apply Vaseline. You can also go and take medication. By this I mean, injection, but not that entails food. Okay? So if the injection is meant to induce some food eaten into you, that can make your fasting vitiated, spoiled, and invalidated. Allahu Alam.
What are the things that invalidate fasting and obligate making of expiation?
Yeah. Of course, things that invalidate fasting and make your fasting vitiated are many. Number one, if somebody eats food intentionally, إذا أكل الصائم الطعام متعمدا عالما لكنه أكل, then the fasting is spoiled. Intentionally, he will make up for the day. All right? But if it is not intentional, he ate it nasiyan sahiyan, فإن الله أطعمه وسقاه. You don't have to pay back. In Sahih Muslim. Secondly, if somebody meets his wife conjugally, there is a conjugal togetherness. He meets her. The fasting is vitiated. Not only that, he has to undertake kafara, because we mentioned expiation. He should atone, he should expiate for that 60 consecutive days. Or alternatively, you should provide needy people with food. Okay? Or set free, a slave servant, man or male or female. Similarly, الردة أعوذ بالله نعوذ بالله من ذلك total الصيام. الردة, whoever that commits apostasy, apostatizes, he renegates, that makes his fasting invalidated. Because Allah says, وَلَقَدْ أُوحِيَ إِلَيْكَ وَإِلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكَ لَإِنْ أَشْرَكْتَ لَيَحْبَطَنَّ عَمَلُكَ وَلَتَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. If you join somebody with Allah, all your actions become null and void. So you can see Ridda is part of shirk. وَنَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنْ الرِّدَّةِ. So ridda definitely makes one's fasting vitiated. This is some. Somebody may also tell you if somebody emits sperm intentionally. He uses his hands, masturbation, and he emits. It's called al-istimna. Some feel the fasting is also vitiated. These are some of the things that, because I understand the question is just sharp, brief things. I don't want to be detailed.
The next question says, what are the things desired and the things detestable for a fasting person?
Yeah, lying, sending your eyes, looking sporadically, taking your legs to take you to places of play and things of nonsensical nature, idle talk, backbiting, hooliganization, rascalization, things are bad. So one has to be extra careful in the month of Ramadan, because even your mouth is fasting. Yeah. Maryam in surah number 19 of Quran, remember, when she came across the people, what did they say to her? فَإِمَّا تَرَيِنَّ مِنَ الْبَشَرِ أَحْدًا فَقُولِي إِنِّي نَظَرْتُ لِلرَّحْمَنِ what? صَوْمًا. صَوْمًا how? فَلَنْ أُكَلِّمَ الْإِنسِيَّ. I have promised Allah I will do fast. Translated, I wouldn't talk. So you can see even keeping away from talking can be fasting, but not according to our own definition. But in a wider meaning, it can be. So things like this, a fasting Muslim should try to keep it from, in order to have his fasting recognized, accepted, endorsed by Allah the Almighty. Wallahu a'lam wa bihi tawfiq.
What is the day of doubt and what is the Sharia ruling concerning fast on it?
The day of doubt is Yawm al-Shak. Man sawma Yawm al-Shak faqad asa Abul Qasim.
No.
The day of doubt is a day, for example, now in Kano, if today is 28th of Sha'ban, and people are expecting tomorrow 29 is going to be Ramadan, but we are doubting. Somebody says, okay, please my friends, I'm going to sleep. When the moon is sighted, I have already made my intention. That is هذا لا يجوز يا أخي لأنك لم تكن متيقنا أن الهلال رؤي لم يثبت بعد. So don't go before the date and the moon is sighted, you begin to have the intention. Allow the fasting, the moon to be sighted first. Sumu liruyat, look at it. Fast for sinning. Did you say it? Then why do you? So Yawm al-Shak. If you do it, somebody has disobeyed the father of Qasim. Allahu alam.
Can a pregnant woman or suckling woman and all people observe a fast?
If a lady is pregnant, or she is breastfeeding, suckling, or somebody is practice, according to Shakespeare, is practice, is an old one, can he fast? Well, you see, it depends on the nature and the intensity of the pain she is undergoing. If a woman that is pregnant feels, Allah ya Sheikh, I cannot fast because I am undergoing intense pain, excruciating pain, I cannot fast. Period. You give the fatwa, stop fasting. At least your babe cannot be affected. So yes, she can stop fasting on account of pregnancy. So also, a lady that is suckling, she is breastfeeding, she feels no. If she fasts, maybe the content of the milk will recede, will withdraw, thereby resulting in the babe become malnourished. So by explanation, he becomes what? Harmed, affected negatively. Because of this technicality, she can also break her fast. Similarly, an old person, over 80, over 90, he cannot withstand the rigor of hunger. I hope that's a question. Yes. So they can break it off. But you didn't ask me, are they to pay the days they broke, or are they going to give food in place of that? Is it al-qada or al-fidya? No. Shall I answer that? Yes. All right. The ulama have 3 or 4 fatwa on that I know. If any woman that is pregnant or is a suckling woman or somebody, an old person, he cannot fast, there are 4 legal opinions tendered by our scholars that can be المعتبرون من العلماء لهم اعتبار عندنا. That number one, that woman should make up the days she missed, make up and fasted for days, and give food. Two things, fidya and qada. The second fatwa said no. She neither makes up nor give any feeding. They gave her blank check. The third fatwa says no, she has to necessarily make up the days missed in the course of the trouble she is undergoing, but not necessarily giving food. The fourth fatwa, which is the one that we hold, she will only just give food to the needy without making this, because she is regarded as وَعَلَى الَّذِينَ يُطِيقُونَهُ fidya. She gives fidya. That is the idea, inshallah, the fatwa that holds water, that we feel is more reliable. Wallahu ta'ala a'lam wa bihi tawfiq.
Is it obligatory that a traveler break fast, or it is just an allowance?
No, it's an allowance. إنه اليسر يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا بكم العسر. So our deen is based on التيسير في كل أمر نابه تعسير كما قال الإمام ناصر السعدي في منظومته الفقهية, that our deen is based on facility. في كل أمر نابه تعسير. Okay, on every situation that is characterized by difficulty. Somebody traveling from Kano, for example, to Lagos, and he feels by fasting he will be in a difficulty, let him break it. But if he feels he has the capacity, it's okay, so it's not obligatory. But whom among us will leave Allah's facility? I'm asking. We are after Allah rahmah. Allah ay taysir ya akhi al-karim. وليس واجب بلا اقتدار, the ulama say. ولا محرم مع اضطرار وكل محظور مع الضرورة بقدر ما تحتاجه الضرورة كما قال العلماء الأصوليون. So if there is difficulty, they are saying necessity legalizes things forbidden. So once again, it's just an allowance, facility from Allah. Then will you leave Allah's facility? What am I living for? Asking Allah's facility, Allah's rahmah. Now He gives you on the platter of gold, you are throwing it away. So it's not obligatory anyway, but it's not good for a believer to leave Allah's facility. Inna Allah yuhibbu an yuta rukhasuhu kama yuhibbu an yuta azaimuhu. Allah wants His rukhas to be just grabbed. In Sahih al-Bukhari, Prophet Ayub was taking a bath when Allah sent golden locust. He left it, he began to collect it. I said, yeah, Ayub, what will you do with this? Oh, yeah, Allah, who will be away from your rahmah? Your facility is to be looked after fervently. Wallahu ta'ala a'lam wa bihi.
In short, to cease from fast is better.
I beg your pardon?
To cease from fast is better.
Depending on the situation of a person. If somebody feels he cannot, it's haram to do it. But if he really can, let him do it. Because in hadith, the Sahaba said, we went out, minna as-sa'im wa minna al-muftir. Some of us were fasting, some of us breaking their fast. None of us had any rancor against his brother. So if you feel the situation is that you cannot fast, break your fast. If you can, please do it. Wallahu a'lam.
Is the expiation ordained for intercourse in fasting obligatory both on the part of man or both on the part of man and woman?
It depends on the level of complicity, latent complicity on the part of the woman. If somebody meets his wife sexually in the broad daylight of Ramadan, expiation becomes mandatory on the man. But if the woman is complicit, she supported the act, she gave her principal actor, she was a dominant participant, definitely it becomes applicable on the man and the woman. But if she has been coerced, he uses manly power, he forces her against her will, then the whole trouble revolves around the man is a culprit. The woman is not there. Because in that case, Allah says, إِلَّا مَنْ أُكْرِهَ. In Surah number 16. Allah says, إِلَّا مَنْ أُكْرِهَ وَقَلْبُهُ مُطْمَئِنٌ بِالْإِيمَانِ وَلَكِنْ مَنْ شَرَحَ بِالْكُفْرِ صَدْرًا. In chapter number 16. If somebody is compelled, خلاص. إِنَّ اللَّهَ تَجَاوَزَ عَنْ أُمَّتِي النِّسْيَانَ وَالْخَطَأ وَمُسْتَقْرِرَ عَلَيْهِ. So if she is compelled, it's okay. Yeah.
Can a fasting person donate his blood?
Blood transfusion in the month of Ramadan is okay. That because Ramadan قالوا الصوم لما دخل لا لما خرج. الشيء الذي يبطل الصيام هو الداخل مو الخارج أخي. So if something goes out the blood, that does not make your fasting vitiated. So yes, he can, especially if the situation becomes imperative, becomes compelling, becomes coercive. Now,
can a woman who menstruates to allowed to eat a food during a daytime?
If a woman menstruates, for example, she begins fasting in the morning, by Zuhr time, the blood comes gushing out, she can't fast. Now she cannot fast, can she eat? Why not? Because the ulama are saying, Al-Hukum yaduru ma'al illa. Wujudan wa adama. They are saying judgment revolves around the causality. Judgment, this is haram, this is makruh, centered, revolves around causality. If the causative agent is not there, the judgment is not there. Al-hukmu yaduru ma'al illa. In hukm al-akli, nahar Ramadan muharram, بدليل أن الصيام عليه واجب. لكن هذه المرأة لا يجب عليها لأنها حائض. إذن الحكم على الإلة. So as long as she is menstruating, the issue of fasting is no more there. She can eat, but she has to be moderate. Let her go to a secret place, nobody sees her. Let her go and eat. Otherwise, if she eats in the presence of people, that will bring down her honor. Some will call her kafira, some can be so extremist in just giving her kawlasan, So she should be very careful in handling the situation and the reality. Wallahu a'lam wa bihi tawfiq.
What is the Sharia ruling concerning a person who breaks his fast mistakenly or out of forgetfulness?
If somebody, I think we said something like that earlier. If somebody mistakenly, inadvertently breaks his fast unknowingly, then فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ أَطْعَمَهُ وَسَقَى. Allah feeds him and causes him to drink. There is no issue of saying he should pay back or do expiation if it is not intentionally. I know some ulama say no, he has to pay one as a means of sadd al-zari'ah, to block the chances of doing things carelessly. But the answer remains that there is no any issue of repaying fasting on him because it's not intentional. Wallahu a'lam wa bihi tawfiq.
This one is saying, what is the Sharia ruling concerning a person who hears the adhan of the Fajr prayer while food is in his mouth?
Well, if somebody hears a muwadhin saying, As-salatu khayrun minan nawm, meaning the last. But for us, it's the first. We say it, that is التثويب في أول وقت الأذان. أما البعض يعني يثوب في آخر الأذان. But according to the reasons, the textual references, التثويب is first. So if somebody is in a masjid where as-salamu comes last, he is eating and then he hears the last calling, let him finish it. Yeah, let him finish it.
There's no any problem.
You know what problem? He has already started. When he began, it was not certain the time was up. After he started eating, do you expect him to vomit out? No, let him finish and then go on. That's the best thing. Some are saying no, when he hears it, even the amount of food that is in the gullet she brought out. Is Islam like this? No. According to the fatwa, reliable, let him finish it, after which he stops eating because the time is there. Allahu Alam.
What is the Sharia ruling concerning a person who dies without making up a certain past due on him?
Okay, you said due on him. Yes. Yeah. If it is due on him, he didn't make them up. Those his kindreds, the kindreds, this is al-aqriba yasumuna an. His children, his sons will fast on his behalf, because it becomes like a day, like a debt on him, due on him. How can it be due on him? Last year he didn't fast because of health issue, because on the journey, and he has the chance to do it, he didn't do, then it is due on him. But if he is sick, today Ramadan, the first, the second day, the third day has been sick, Allah didn't make it easy for him to be cured, and he died. It's not due on him, because he didn't live to see the time so that he will repay it. But somebody has already has been cured, he is healthy, he has the chances of repaying due on him, as he, let me use your word, he didn't do it, then definitely Allah's debt is more deserving to be repaid than ordinary people's dates. Wallahu a'lam wa bihi tawfiq.
What is the excellence of the night of decree?
Yeah. The night of decree is mentioned in Quran, Surah number 44, Ayah 1. Similarly, in Surah number 97, Ayah 1 to 2. Allah says, Inna anzalnahu fi laylatin mubarakatin inna kunna mundhirin. Inna anzalnahu. Quran. We revealed it, the Quran, in a blessed night. Here Allah didn't mention the name of the night. In Surah Al-Dukhan, fi laylatin mubarakah, in a blessed night. In Surah Al-Qadr, inna anzalna fi al-Qadr. Okay, so this explains that surah. Laylatul Mubarakah is Laylatul Qadr. So you can see, Al-Quran yufassiru ba'dahu ba'da. One part explains the other part. So now this night is called the night of power. It is the night Allah says, Laylatul Qadr khayrun min alfi shahr. Ya salam. It is the night that is more rewardable, more rewarding than 1,000 months. Even if you don't say anything but this one, it is enough to explain its excellence. Do you know, Ammar, 1,000 months, how many years? 84 years?
84 years.
84 years. Wonderful. So that night, if you are lucky, it will be as if you have served Allah for 84 years. Beautiful, excellent, rewardable. It is the night تنزل الملائكة والروح فيه بإذن ربهم من كل أمر. The angels descend, and the ruh. Who is the ruh? Jibreel, coming down, sending the greetings of peace, 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 salaman. Here hatta matla' al-fajr. That is why in a hadith, he is doomed. Here that Ramadan comes and goes without doing good things to earn Allah's endorsement. He is doomed who made his parent old without pleasing them. He is doomed. He that hears my name mentioned without saying sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So you can see a shahid, man adraka Ramadan, without doing something good. So the night of power is very, very, very important. So its excellence are many, are multidimensional. It is the day, it is the night where forgiveness are done in many ways, and issues are decided for the upcoming year. So a Muslim cannot afford not to meet this time, inshallah. That is why the ibadah of seclusion, i'tikaf, you do it through those nights that are obtainable during the odd what? Odd nights. 21st, 23rd, 25th, 27th and 29th. So it's very excellent because the Quran was revealed in that night.
Is there any sign that may indicate the night of Zikr?
You see, the Sahaba at times met in the Prophet's Masjid in Medina. So they engaged in an argument. Then he entered, he said, I had wanted to tell you specifically, with specificity, but because I heard XY's arguing, Allah took it away. He said, that can be a source of good for you. Struggle to get it. So he mentioned the odd days. But whether there is a specific sign, well, in hadith, the subsequent day, the sun breaking will be brilliantly brilliant. Brilliantly brilliant, exceptionally illuminated and illuminating. These are some of the signs to maybe put in our mind the hope we have achieved Laylatul Qadr. But there are some speculations, some superstitious belief you will see all the trees falling down, all the houses falling down. Who tells you this, my brother?
Even dogs will not bark.
Even the dogs will not bark. You have to get a hadith that says that one. All right? So, what is important? Okay, what if you didn't notice this and you have been able to maintain the night? Does that deny you from achieving it? No. If Allah allows you to see this, okay, fine and good. Otherwise, I believe, inshallah, I have achieved it. Wallahu alam.
What is the meaning of i'tikaf and its condition?
Some people make them, they say ittikaf.
No.
It's not ittikaf, it is i'tikaf.
No.
It's from i'tikafa, ya'takifu i'tikafan. i'tikaf, يعني افتعال والوزن الصرفي. It means to seclude oneself. Allah says ولا تباشروهن وأنتم عاكفون إيش في المساجد والعاكفين والركع السجود. But itikaf has an extra meaning. It is the sunnatic practice of secluding oneself. For example, Ammar wants to maintain the last 10 days of Ramadan in a masjid to do ibadah, in trying to imitate the Prophet ﷺ. Because he did it. He used to do i'tikaf during the last 10 days of Ramadan. So it is sunnatic, it is Quranic, it is based on the teachings of the pious predecessors. So it's sunnatic that a Muslim should not play with it. That is i'tikaf, seclusion in a masjid for 10 days, or if you like for just one day. Even one day you can do it. Yeah, Omar did it, but preferably for 10 days. Okay, where do we do it? When should we enter? When should we get out? You didn't ask nothing, so I won't answer it. You didn't ask me that one. I answered what you asked me. Unless if you want me to answer, I will answer.
Yeah,
Good. When are we supposed to enter i'tikaf? There are two riwayah. The majority of scholars are saying, Jumhur al-Ulama, that إذا غربت الشمس ليلة الحادي عشر حادي والعشرين من رمضان تدخل. The night of 21st, you enter your mu'takaf.
No.
The night of 21st. Okay, which is that one? Is it 20th of Ramadan in the night or 21st in the night? There are divergent views. To my understanding, it's 21st in the night, not 20th the previous night. For reasons, the time is not maybe relevant to say them here. But you enter i'tikaf when the sun sets, when tomorrow is going to be the 21st, according to the view that some hold. Okay? But according to the hadith of Aisha in Bukhari, she said, the Prophet ﷺ, إِذَا صَلَّى الْفَجْرِ دَخَلَ مُعْتَكَفُهُ. When the Prophet prayed Subh prayer, he entered the mu'takaf. Then the Jumhur radda alayhim. The Jumhur said, no, look, the meaning is that he already entered it in the night with his intention. But practically, is in the morning. Because al-i'tikaf, there is an ibadatul layliya. So because of this technicality, you enter i'tikaf in the night. But to my understanding, if you enter in the morning after Fajr prayer, it's okay, inshallah. When is somebody going to go out of it? When the new moon of Shawwal is sighted, then the terminal point of Ramadanic activities have come. So you go out of it. Preferably, according to Imam al-Nawawi, is better you remain in the masjid in the morning. You just proceed to al-musalla lil-8 litusalli al-jama'a. So then you come back. That is much better for you. Or if you like it, in the morning you leave the masjid, go to the house, eat something before going to masjid. I hope that is understood. Yes. Now, some are saying, can I do i'tikaf in any masjid? هل يمكن أن أكون معتكف في كل مسجد? Some are saying no. In fact, some are of the view your i'tikaf is only permissible in Al-Haram al-Makki, Al-Madani, wal-Aqsa. Because of the hadith of Huzaifa, and the hadith is son, Albani declares it Hasan, that la i'tikafa illa fi masajid. No i'tikaf is valid except in 3 mosques. But that is not correct. Because لا لام النافية لام النفي تأتي على مراتب 3. إما تنفي الوجود، وإما تنفي الصحة، وإما تنفي الكمال. أي لا اعتكاف كاملا. That's the meaning. If I tell you والله لا أحد في البيت, what kind of lam is this? هي تنفي الوجود. The availability is denied. That's the meaning there. لا إله إلا الله. لا هنا تنفي الوجود. No إله إلا الله. Okay? No. That is la that negates availability, obtainability. That is number 1. لا تنفي الوجود. There is لا للنفي تنفي الصحة. Okay? لا صلاة, for example, لمن لعب بلهته في صلاة. No prayer for those who praise beard.
لا صلاة لحضرة الضعف.
Beautiful. That is, the prayer is not sahih, but he has prayed. الصلاة موجودة, but it's not accepted. لا صلاة لمن لم يتوضأ. لا صلاة لمن لم يقرأ بأم الكتاب. But didn't he pray? He prayed. But la sihat. Then the third la Islam to nafil kamal. That is not perfect. So they are saying that la here means denying perfection, not i'tikaf. So in the light of these,
that is the degree of perfection.
Exactly. Perfection belongs to
Allah
exclusively. So you can do i'tikaf in any Jum'ah masjid in Kano. So the masjid are three categories. Haram al-Makki, أي جامع في أي مكان, in Kano, in Lagos, in America, in wherever. If it is Jum'ah masjid. Some are saying the third, even any masjid where 5-time prayers are done. Because they say Allah says, وَأَنْتُمْ عَاكِفُونَ فِي الْمَسَاجِدِ masajid. So why do you specify? But look, according to the Sunnah, you do it in Masjid Jami'. This is very important. Okay? So these things you have not asked them, but because they are interwoven, they are relevant and timely. So I think it's important we added them to make the issue clearer and more understandable and understood. Still, in i'tikaf, what are we supposed to do? No. But let me say something. We have noticed, a'udhu billah, there are some young boys and some girls who go for i'tikaf in defiance of their parents' order. So my sister, my brother, if your father says no, don't go to i'tikaf because I am in need of your help, stop and help your daddy.
That should be more.
Of course, it's more rewarding than going to i'tikaf. Come on. If your mother say, hey, wait here, take care of the kid, the younger ones, because I am too busy or I am sick. So, no, mama, I'm going to itikaf. This is your itikaf here. Al-itikaf عندك في البيت. ففيهما فجاهد يا أخي الكريم. So don't go to itikaf, because the ulama are saying إذا تعارض الأهم والمهم فالتقديم للأهم. When the important and more important clash, prioritize the more important. And again, during this last 10 days, during tahajjud, some girls and some boys, it came to our notice, will go to tahajjud with cellular phone, looking for an opportunity to making calls to their fiancés and fiancés. A'udhu billah. During the night of Al-Qadr, you are going for rascality, for hooliganity, hooligan behavior, hooliganism. My sister, this are the times we are looking for Allah's endorsement, Allah's pleasure, Allah's recognition, and you are disobeying Him in His house of ibadah. So I am drawing the attention of those who do this kind of negative attitude to be careful. To be careful. In i'tikaf, going back again, don't waste your time with chatting WhatsApp, Instagram, Viber, BBM, house party, Facebook, blah blah, Twitter. No. Maintain the Quran. Try to memorize, try to read it completely in 10 days. It's possible. Do istighfar, Salatul Layl, attend tafsir session if it holds in the masjid. But there are some people going with their radio set, listening to BBC. Come on, is it time for BBC? So we are drawing our attention to know this is some of the etiquettes of i'tikaf. Wallahu alam. Wa bihi tawfiq.
Okay. Quickly, what are the things that invalidate al-i'tikaf?
Of course, if somebody goes out, then the i'tikaf becomes invalidated. For example, if somebody is in the state of seclusion fi mu'takafihi, then he goes out to attend marriage solemnization, for example, or he pays a visit to somebody sick, or he goes to something unnecessary, then the i'tikaf is invalidated. But if he goes out to eat, oh, that is necessary. He goes to answer the call of nature, that is okay. But he just go to just buy time, talking, idle talks, definitely the i'tikaf becomes vitiated. It has to be reinitiated for it to be corrected, for it to maintain its stability. Similarly, a'udhu billah, if somebody commits apostasy, irtat, khalas, i'tikaf has also gone away. Similarly, if somebody during i'tikaf engages in quarrel, he quarrels with people, he just trouble, abuses. Come on, your i'tikaf can be abrogated. So let's try to be very careful and be sensible. Wallahu waliyu tawfiq wa sadat.